You know what? I'm going to go with the plasma cutters. We'll give that a try.
We've got so many of the straight plasma cutters. It's
Yeah.
kind of one of those where, like, strap them to the front, and if you lose them, oh well. If you don't like them, also, oh well.
You know what? I'll hop in the middle as well. I'll lose a little bit of forward firepower, but if I can get close to the thing, it's going to melt.
Yep. So I got 5 of them now. Oh, my cannons just aren't animating the shooting animation anymore.
Got too many of them?
I guess? I don't know. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Maybe it has to do with the fact that I'm not near you.
On my way now?
Yeah, I mean, no rush.
Yeah, one of the really nice things about being able to refine stuff is you can make fuel. And so you can have generators that'll carry you through the night. That is such a big change, because you have to completely redesign your tech in order to manage working at night in multiplayer. You have to rely on massive stacks of batteries.
Yep. I just use it as an opportunity to make some petty cash.
Yeah, no, it works. Thankfully, the plasma cutters and the lasers don't seem to use power.
Yeah. That would be awful.
That would be terrible. It's like, yeah, this weapon doesn't work at night. It's like,
Well, it works, but it'll kill you.
Yeah. You can either have the lasers or you can have shields. You can't have both. Oh no, it's a trap. How unexpected. You got that?
I got one of them. Let's see about the others. Yeah, that one's just jammed into a rock, shooting forward endlessly like a fool.
There we go. Should be decimated at this point.
Just gonna park
I'm going to
right
deploy
on
and
this
start
cabin.
selling this ridiculous stone forest I've got on my back.
I'm gonna just grab the remains. Oh, and once again, I've lost my anchor. That is a problem.
How are you losing your anchor so often?
Probably just gets ripped off from being too low to the ground.
I don't think collision damage can damage them. I think it's the only way it can get pulled off is...
Like,
oh, does it?
when I'm driving, it'll straight up, like, blink red sometimes. I'm like, I'll just try and avoid that.
Oh, that's really weird. Also, I'm just going to alt-tab, because I just realized I don't have squad stream running.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to shoot me an invite? Because I haven't done that side yet, so I'll leave it to your technical acumen.
Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah, no worries. Just let me know when it's coming through. I was wondering why I couldn't rotate my tech while I was anchored. There are 2 reasons. 1, I've used non-rotating anchors. But 2, I've used 2 of them. So it's anchored in 2 points. That makes it kind of hard to rotate.
Yep. Luckily, we don't really have to rotate. All right, invite is sent.
Excellent. There we go. Perfect.
All right, so
Gotcha.
the next quest.
There we are. May as well make use of the squad stream since we've got it.
Yeah. I've been streaming with a couple of the Rhapsody and like Retromation, and they're both.
Yeah,
partners,
I actually saw you playing golf with your friends, and I was checking in there. I was like, oh my god, this is like half of the old crew that used to play board game night with, like Rhapsody, Lolash, Orbital Potato.
I'm sure if you asked, they would absolutely send invites.
Well, as it happens, I've been really thinking about just doing some casual like board game night stuff, like streaming. And that was because once we were done with this, I was going to suggest that to you actually, because we're always looking for things that we can multiplay. And are you into like digital board games and things like that?
I used to play a lot of Armello back in the day.
Oh yeah. What on earth is happening with my artillery? Have I got Sidewinder artillery or something? It is doing the weirdest glitchy stuff in the air.
Huh.
That was
New
so
biome, too.
strange.
But yeah, I'm super done with digital board games. I got into Terraforming Mars recently, and that one's a real good one.
Oh, I haven't played that one. I've definitely played
It's,
Armello. Like, one of the
yeah.
members of the Dapplings is super into Armello. She's actually intimidatingly good at it. She's got all the special dice and everything. It's like, yep.
Yeah, I got a bunch of those, because I was one of the, do not go over that cliff.
Yeah, that is quite the drop, to be fair.
Yeah.
Reversing.
But yeah, I played Armello before launch, and then like the developers actively sought me out at some conventions, which I thought was really cool.
Well, that's really cool, yeah. And there's a little chest over there.
Yep. Oh, enemies are too close. That's why I can't,
Really? The enemies are down there, though.
Yeah. They're not getting anywhere close to us.
Well, maybe my artillery can deal with them.
I'm just gonna...
Not if it's trying to shoot
they're
over
not
there.
too close now.
Can I get it so my artillery actually do some good? No, I can't. Despite having massive treads, and I can only assume that this tech is bloody heavy, it does want to just slide down the hill all the time.
But yeah, so I guess what happened with that one was, I think Retromation just started asking people, it's like, hey, you want to group together as the Wholesome Boys? And a bunch of people, I guess, said yes.
Name.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
One of the things that you've got on the front of your tech, they're like angled blocks. Are they just blocks, or
yeah,
are they
they're just blocks. I thought they looked cool.
They do look cool. They look very cool, actually.
Unfortunately, this game does not really reward cosmetics or angled blocks at all.
I can't have everything, I guess.
Yeah.
Shock plating.
Oh. Whoa, those are some big blocks. Alright, what else do we have?
Add some shock plating to protect my vulnerable but extremely expensive sides. There we go.
By the way, keep an eye out for kind of sparkly looking rocks.
Okay.
It seems like It seems like the sparkly rocks might have some really good stuff in them.
Okay. I shall keep an eye out. We need to get some better guns. It's been a little while since we've upgraded our weaponry.
That one hurt. Yeah, we do. A lot of people are suggesting we find Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And try and get their missiles, because they're apparently really good.
Right, yeah, well, I'm down with that. Can't apparently place any blocks, though, which I'm not as down with. Let me try that again. Nope, I can't. Is there a limit to the amount of components you can have on a tech?
Not that I've seen.
Yeah, unless that's been added very recently. I'm not aware of it. Oop.
I got bullied.
But yeah, I totally agree with trying to go for Hawkeye as soon as we can. Turn around here. What are you? Oh, there's a lot of Geocorp little things over here.
Yeah, I tried to get close to them, but the angle was bad, and they took off my front.
Ah,
Fix
right.
that real quick.
Yeah, it's a little turret, it is. You know what, I'm just going to try and get in there with my plasma cutters and take it apart.
That's what I did. Hopefully I softened them up for you.
Yep. Yep, you did, indeed. It's a whole base, actually. Yep. An entire base down here, though. Unfortunately, my shields are gone. So I am taking a bit of damage now. Alright, bailing for now. Oh, I lost my spotlight, damn it. I was a little bit too slow on the retreat.
It's okay, I got them. Wow, that did not take long.
There we go.
Oh,
Okay. Back up
mission
to
failed.
22,000.
Take Rebel Station. Whatever.
Oh, we were meant to capture it. Ha!
I guess
Well.
so. Well, you know what? It's fine.
Oops.
We got EXP for killing it.
Okay, which mission are you on right now?
Let's see. Currently on Destroy the Raiding Party. Though I see a shop over here. I don't know if it counts as within this biome. It's gonna. Oh no, I guess it's in the desert biome. It's probably about the same. Oops.
Right. There's a geyser. Does that have any interesting interactions?
You know, you're more of the expert than I am, so
Nope.
I have no idea.
It does not, unfortunately. Alas.
Ah.
I was hoping it was going to punt my my tack up into the air, because that would have been hilarious looking at the size of my tack. Oh dear. I made a mistake there. A mistake that cost me a plasma cutter.
I wonder if
still
there's a
don't have the
limit
block
to the
yet,
number
so
of
yeah.
side quests we can accept.
I would not be surprised if that were the case. But I really do need a better repair bubble. It's a fuel gauge. All axis heavy gyro.
I'm gonna get another Geocorp battery pack.
Okay.
Figure I could use the power. The rest of the money's all yours. Do what you will.
Oh, thank you. I'm not really sure if there is anything I need to do right now. I'm just looking through the various blocks at the moment.
Oh, this tiny little car is just charging at us like it can do anything.
Hey, you got a dream. Got to dream big.
There are certain things like too big of dreams.
No. No such thing as too big of a dream.
I don't know.
About the story of the little ant?
subscribers on YouTube might just be a little much.
Shh, that sounds like someone who's never going to get 1 million subscribers on YouTube.
I said 1 billion.
Oh, okay, 1 billion. I mean, 1 billion is it is a bit bigger. Still, I support you in your quest.
You know, I could almost see somebody managing it fraudulently within our lifetime.
Fraudulently, like straight up just like botting it.
Probably, yeah. You know, trying to trick the system.
I could legitimately see someone getting there properly in our lifetime. Considering how fast the population is growing and how much people drink up content these days. I can see that happening. I can definitely see it coming to pass. I think it'll be a big deal when it does, but I think we'll see it. Let's see.
Oh. We're starting to get decent GSO like big wheels. I actually didn't know that they had those.
On the way.
Let's see. So what is our next quest? We have a lot. I'm just picking whatever is nearest and then driving for that one. Suspicious package. To our right.
Can't seem to anchor anymore. No. Why? It's vexing. Like, I barely changed the position of these things, but all of a sudden...
By the way, people are saying there's a 64 by 64 block limit. So...
Oh, okay, so it's on the dimensions of the tech rather than the components on it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
That makes sense. So what I'm hearing is, at the end of this, we try and make two 64 by 64
Yeah, surprise. You know, that's actually what I heard as well. Shocking.
Yeah.
The bonus points if it can fly. Gotta dream big. That's always been the thing with From the Depths. It's like, yeah, I'm making a sub boat plane.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I get all the parts. It'll work eventually, poorly.
There we go. I think those cannons being in a bit of a better position, they will help me quite a lot. I was hoping the cannons would use high arcing shots, but I'm not really sure that they're doing that. So I'm just gonna remove them. Now, do we still have a spotlight, I wonder?
Probably do. I'm not
yes,
using
focus spotlight. There we go. Pomp. Perfect.
Giant UFO. You know, that actually would be really cool if we could have a bunch of artillery on the bottom just float over an enemy.
That would genuinely be quite amazing.
I would like
I
that.
am all for that.
Oh, I lost my downward drill. That's what's going on here.
There we go. Pomp. I think we're good to go. Right. Almost got a full battery.
Excuse me, sir. I need your parts.
I'm so heavily shielded. It's kind of silly. The stupid thing is I still lose so many parts. It's like, no. Must have more shields. There we go.
I really enjoyed bullying those guys. Let's see. We got a quest on our left.
Also got another little drill bot over here. Doesn't seem particularly well equipped for long-range battle. Might have been a bit dangerous to get too close before those drills were gone, but... There we go. Accept all of that. Right, so where was the quest again? On our left.
Just to the left.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Wave of bullies. You know what? That's just getting broken up all the time, so I need to go with it. You okay?
Oh, there it is. There it is. I added an excavator to the front of this thing because I want to see what it'll do to an enemy.
Oh dear. I am definitely finding that my design is beaching itself. So it's more of a land whale now than a land ship.
Yeah, too long and we're going to have trouble with hills.
Yeah. That is exactly the problem I'm having right now. Thank goodness there's no friendly fire, because this would be horrible.
This would be awful. I'm not sure if I'd want to play. I was playing I was playing Remnant from the Ashes the other
right,
day,
yeah.
which is pretty good kind of pseudo Souls-like. I really like it. Maximum difficulty of the survival mode just turns friendly fire to maximum.
Right.
And so we started doing a thing. Man, can I just not get up this hill?
I'm gonna have to totally redesign this because I'm not.
Okay, I got it actually. But yeah, so after we kill a boss, we would just then attempt to shoot each other down, Castle Crasher style. Except for I had an SMG and the other guy had a shotgun. It was kind of a no contest,
right?
Which was a bit of a shame. But the friendly fire definitely changed how I played. Heavily.
quite often, Sheila and I, whenever we're playing survival games, will have friendly fire on just because it encourages us to be careful about how we shoot. I admire that because Sheilab's quite often the one that feels strongest about it.
Like she's pro friendly fire or pro...
Yeah, very, very strongly pro friendly fire. Ooh, let me get out of the way. She just feels that if you don't have it on, it encourages you to be lazy and just spam bullets everywhere. Right.
So this sounds like she is a avid fan of Magicka then.
We've had some amusing times on Magicka yet. Wow, did that little venture thing just rip apart a geocorp? Oh my lord. David and Goliath fight over here, I think.
I've noticed a lot of the geocorps are just kind of criminally stupid, though.
That is very true. I am half power. I don't expect too much out of my engagement here, but seem to have the upper hand. Yeah, it's mine. Pop. I accept everything. I'm going to anchor for a moment.
I think I'm going to need you for this one when you're ready.
Oh, okay, do you need me right there?
Not immediately, but whenever...
I'll try and
fully
build shimmy up this mountain so I can get over there.
Because, yeah, it's a defend the tech for the duration, and... I'm pretty well equipped. But this is like a valley, and I feel like I could use artillery support on top of a mountain.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard for me to get up there, honestly. My tech is not particularly well designed for scaling mountains.
So you don't have to go up the mountain. Just go along. There will be a more gradual curve closer to where I am.
Right. Okay.
So you don't have to just go straight up.
Maybe I can use build shimmy. No, I can't. That's a shame.
Oh, the tech might be immortal. Oh. All right then.
The what? The tech is immortal?
Apparently the tech you're supposed to defend.
Well, I mean, that makes our jobs easier, certainly, but not necessarily better.
Oh.
Oh, damn it. I swear. I'm this close to just tearing my tech apart.
So...
Mm-hmm.
The tech I'm supposed to defend is very much immortal. As evidenced by the fact that I just plasma cuttered it into oblivion, and it sneezed.
Oh, that's good to know. Will it become mortal, though, when we get there?
Well, I hope not. I'm currently shelling it with artillery fire.
Fair enough. Well, it might be temporarily on our team, in which case, no friendly fire.
Well, luckily all of these are extremely small.
I kind of really feel it.
They're just sending tiny little... just sad buggies at me.
I'm almost there. Finally, I'm here. This stupid tech.
Did I just get a giant turd?
What?
Nope, I got a roast turkey.
Okay, never really want to have dinner at Wander's house. My lord.
It looked kind of roundish. Let's see. Accessory blocks. Okay. Oh, gosh. Here. I'm just gonna... Is there a...
Oh, wow, I can see it. That is gigantic.
Like, it's gigantic, but, like, at first it had kind of the general shape as, like, you know, one of those, like, cartoonish Japanese turds, and I was just like, maybe?
Oh, my lord.
I grew up with Digimon, so I'm used to those, like, swirly poops, and I hate them. And everything they stand for. Let's see.
I'm thinking perhaps... Chat has got a pretty good suggestion, actually. I'll make a snapshot of this tech, and then make a variation that is much more mobile, that I can get around with. And then I can swap to this one. There's going to be a big battle. But otherwise, have a much more modest tech.
Oh, just like a little... Yeah, that could work.
Yeah. I think that's a
It
good
seems
idea.
like we're
Actually.
going back down to the lowlands, so it might not be necessary now.
Oh, okay, that's good. Right, I'm heading back
But
now.
yeah, if we're coming back up into these mountains, I'd almost say, like, see if we can make helicopters?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, that would be a very good reason to make flying decks.
Yeah, just say, like, hey, that's a hill. Just airdrop our big things.
That rock is in the way. I'm so gonna break something going down this hill. Oh no, I did not. I'm impressed. Very happy, in fact. Just close that up. There we
I'm
go.
very glad some of the enemies that we're fighting are just like these hilariously weak little things instead of just like all big vehicles all the time. Because there's something really satisfying about this like tiny little critter trying to come after you, and you're just dunking it into oblivion with
Well, I
unending
mean,
firepower.
that's why Left 4 Dead was so popular. Because it
Yeah.
effectively gave you the ability to just cut through swaths and hordes of enemies. Because originally
it's so
they were,
satisfying.
yeah, originally they were trying to make like in their early prototype, they were trying to make more of a survival game. Ooh, those are some big looking techs over there that are doing nothing at all. Interesting. But yeah, they
think
were.
we should go harvest
no.
their corpses.
I think they are now. They are now.
Oh,
thinking about
they're
doing
mad.
something.
I'm coming.
Oh, actually,
Well,
no. They're
they're
mad at a
fighting each
tiny
other.
little tech. No, they're not. They're fighting this tiny little thing. Again, they were completely still, and then a tiny little thing was like, "Yeah, no, I can take him. It's gonna be fine." Oh wow, they drank through my power there. The power drain is higher if you're shielded, because for the shields to activate, it drains power. What did I lose? Not too much, I guess, but...
I lost a battery in the back. Well,
I mean, the nice thing about lasers is that functionally they've got infinite range.
no, they
aim them,
don't
right?
actually. Some
they?
do.
I thought some... Yeah, I was sure some did. Oh, I think... Isn't the forward-facing lasers just keep going? Oh, you might be right. Looking at
no.
it now, I don't appear to be doing damage.
They're fading out. I think if you go back and forth, you'll hit them. They're affected by your momentum.
So the lasers... that's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic, yep. Okay. Yep. So the light exiting my vehicle. TerraTech never change.
I'm just gonna kind of hang out until it's daytime, and then I'll start fighting them again.
Yeah, no worries. I'll just be crept forward this far so I can do a little bit of damage, but I don't really want to get any closer than that. They're honestly doing more damage to each other trying to get to us. Uh-oh. Are you free? No, you don't appear to be. Okay, there we go. And now forward. That little one there is getting pretty messed up. Yeah. One of them down at least. But yeah, I'm just taking long charging attacks. Strafing runs effectively, for all intents and purposes. Really? Is it coming at us with just the cab? I admire you, little ant. It actually was plinking off me as well. It's like, damn.
It was worth a lot of EXP too. Dang.
Well, I mean, he was a lot bigger to start with. Imagine the chaos if there was sort of like a much bigger multiplayer server with like more of an open world thing, and people were just roaming around and like, why did I just get like 5,000 EXP for that tiny cab? It's like, yeah.
I would almost, I could almost see a TerraTech Royale situation working out.
It would be pretty fun, wouldn't it?
Instead of like consistent rounds, it's just
Ooh, took a bit of damage there. Being a little bit over aggressive, I think. Okay, I've got a better handle on where my limit is. There we go.
I'm just waiting for the sun to come back. It'll be out at some point.
Yeah. Right now, there's just nothing else for me to do, I guess. Well, that being said, I could just harvest.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking. They're not any threat to us.
I think they are actually immobile right now. They're trying, bless them, but... Okay. But I do need to redesign this, yeah, definitely. I think a smaller, better mage tech would be a lot more fun to use. Rather than just going, brute force mode.